Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self? As I do in all of my readings, I have pulled the overall energy and clarified those messages, as well as the overall theme for the reading, which we'll jump into in just a second, but I still have the tarot deck I'll be pulling from, the clarification deck, and the advice deck that I'll be using to close out the reading in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. Last thing, please remember that these are general readings. They are not here to resonate fully for everyone, and they won't resonate fully for everyone. So please do remember to take what does resonate and helps your personal situation and leave what does not. All right, Pisces, let's jump on in. In your recent past, you have transformation with the Three of Cups in reverse. In your recent past, there's this energy of going through a transformation, a very personal transformation, something that I feel changed you pretty deeply. Now, with the Three of Cups in reverse, it can be an energy of no longer feeling as if you belong, no longer feeling as if the people that you're surrounded by, the places that you are, that you're in, as if they align with you anymore. And a lot of what I feel this energy is about is your change led you to wanting almost like a different life for yourself, like one that maybe you didn't think that you wanted, or one that is different from what you had always imagined. And I feel as if this reading is very much about the process of like finding that, because the overall energy for the reading is new life. So this is you stepping into a new beginning in your life, a really big new beginning in your life. And I feel as if you're kind of being offered by the universe like this like clean slate in a way, not necessarily like just almost as if the universe is saying, okay, like what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? What do you want to experience? And it's almost as if you're kind of being given this opportunity to like build your life in the way that you've always wanted it to be, but different than the way you always thought it would look. So bear with me there, because I feel like it's confusing, because it's like in alignment with your soul's desires, but maybe different than what you once thought that you would want. Because in your current energy, you have take the lead with the Magician here. So this is very much stepping into your manifestation power, your ability to co-create your desired reality with the universe. Now, a lot of the time, the life that we pictured for ourselves versus the life that we actually, like our soul truly desires, is completely dependent on what we genuinely think is possible for us. So much of the time we will, think that we want a certain reality or a certain life because we think that's as good as it can get, or we think that it's almost as if we don't understand how much is truly possible for us. And that's what this period feels like for you, is kind of realizing how powerful you are, how capable you are, and ultimately how much you are supported on this path. Because in your immediate future, I actually took 2 cards because they both fell out, and it felt like you needed to see these back to back. You had support and higher power with the Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost as if the universe is saying you are very supported by a higher power, by something bigger than you. Everything is working in your favor behind the scenes. There are things going on that you might not be able to fully comprehend at this time. So the universe is kind of asking you to focus on what you can control, to step into your power that way, into creating the reality that you desire, while simultaneously believing that you are fully supported in this, because you absolutely are. And in your immediate future, I feel like you're going to start to see that as the Wheel of Fortune starts to turn in your favor here. Something that I kind of hear is like the tables turn. Like maybe you've been in places where you watched everybody around you get what it is that you wanted, or you were always there supporting other people in their adventures or in their achievements. And it's almost as if it's like, this is now your time to create your life for yourself. You've done a lot of supporting others, Pisces, but you haven't done a whole lot of, like, I feel like you're really good at believing, and everybody else around you, oh, they can do it, I know that, I see the good in them, and I see the good in them. But now it's time to kind of turn that light back in yourself and start to realize that all of the good and potential that you see in others is a direct reflection of that same goodness and same potential that exists within you. And now it's kind of time to bring that to the surface and use it to create what it is that you're wanting here. But let's get the full story here. That's just the overall energy. So let's start, Pisces, by looking at your recent past. You have transformation with the Three of Cups in reverse. One more. Could have had a falling out with someone or a group of people too. And it doesn't need to necessarily be something that was like super intense, but just almost like this distance that was created because of the ways that you were changing. And it's almost like you didn't belong as much as you once did. That doesn't have to be for everyone, but I do kind of get the vibes that could be for somebody out there. You have the Moon or the Strength in reverse. Pisces energy right out of the gate here with this Moon card. But you know, the Moon card is, to me, this image of like daydreaming in this reading. Usually it's an image of or a card of like fear and shadow, which it absolutely still is. But the way that I see this, and especially I'm really drawn to the image here, it's like she's stuck in a daydream. It's like she's off somewhere. You can tell that she's not where she's at. This is, I feel, what things have been like for you. Is it's like you had maybe these big dreams for yourself, these big ideas, you know, this, it's like you would daydream of a life that you wanted, a relationship that you wanted, a path that you wanted to pursue. But there was a lot of not doing that because of your lack of confidence. The Strength in reverse, it's almost as if you didn't feel you could, or you didn't feel like it was possible for you. And so maybe you stayed in places where you didn't really belong and you didn't really feel like were meant for you, but in your mind you were like, maybe this is as good as it gets. And we do that for so many reasons. You know, it's not that you're weak or that you've done anything wrong. We all have a tendency to stay in places that we don't belong because we doubt our power. And I feel like this is about creating this idea that you've always had for your life, but in a way that's different than you thought. So maybe you thought you wanted a certain outcome, or you wanted to be successful in a certain career field, or you wanted this one specific relationship to work out. But now that those things aren't really aligning with you anymore, it's like you can still have the success and the happiness and the love and all of the things that you were looking for. It's just almost as if it's about bringing them about for you in a different way than you originally pictured. And you are very capable. I feel like that's something that, like, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. It's almost like you doubt, like, why you? But I encourage you to kind of ask yourself, like, why not you? Seven of Swords here with the 8. Something that you've always secretly wanted to do, but like you never felt was possible. Like, so maybe you haven't really ever told other people this, or like if you did, it was just kind of in passing, like, oh yeah, it's a pipe dream, but I really want to pursue music for a career. I don't know what it is, but it's like something that you always kept hidden, something you always wanted to do that you always kept hidden. It's like you daydream about it, but you never really felt you could do it. But then you've been going through this transformation of like self. This isn't just your life transforming, this is you transforming. And these places that you were trying to, you know, force yourself to fit into, it's like those just aren't working for you anymore, because it's almost as if you've risen above them in some way. Not that you're better than those people or situations, but just like you're ready for bigger and better things in your life, and the bigger and better things that you're ready for, so yeah, it's like this idea that this dream you've always had. Like turning a dream into a reality. Reset past for Pisces. if there's anything that I've learned, it's that the universe does not put a dream in your heart unless it has every single intention of helping you make that happen. I feel like this is what it is. It's like you've had this dream in your heart, but for some reason, you never pursued it. You never went for it. And you tried to stay in places you didn't belong. But now you're breaking out of those places. Because here, in your recent past, there's a lot of being trapped in the limits of your own mind. Oh, I couldn't do that. Like almost like expecting failure, expecting things to fall apart before you even started. So not starting. We have a tendency to do that as humans. It's really funny how we'll expect the worst so we won't even give it a shot. And there's reasons for that. There's fear, doubt, insecurity that comes into play there. But this is very much what I feel like, are in the process of breaking out of now. Because the Magician to me is like the transformation from a dream to reality. It's using, aligning your thoughts, behaviors, belief systems with the life you want to create. It's creating a tangible manifestation of like what you've had in your mind. And that's what's showing up in your current energy. All right, current energy for Pisces. Take the lead with the Magician. Current energy for Pisces, please. Current energy. Six of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Hierophant in reverse. This is interesting, because this Hierophant in reverse is like this need for a wake-up call. But it's a different kind of wake-up call. It's almost as if it's this wake-up call that the universe is saying, you need to, like the universe is trying to shake you awake and say, you need to understand that you are so much more capable and deserving and meant for a certain path than you've been believing. It's not this wake-up call of like, oh, you need to wake up and realize that that's not possible. It's the other way around. It's like, you need to wake up. The universe is asking, you need to wake up and realize that you are the creator of your own life. You are capable of creating literally whatever it is that you want to in this world. But your ability to do that is going to completely depend on whether or not you believe you can. And it's almost as if you've been kind of, I don't know, like settling or going through the motions. And there's always a reason for that, right? Again, a lot of times we stay in places we don't belong, or we stay in places that don't really fulfill us because we don't think we can have anything more. So we take what we can get, and we don't think we're settling, but come to find out we're not happy in those situations. In the back of our mind, we're always daydreaming about, well, what if I did this, or what if I could do this, or I really want to do this. And the universe is saying it's time to do it. It's time to do the things you've always dreamed of doing. Let go of the way you think you need things to go. Let go of the specific outcomes that you think that you need, and start pursuing, start focusing on the journey. That's what this is about. It's not about where you're going to end up, though I feel like you're going to end up exactly where you want to. It's about focusing on where you're going, where you're headed. It's a complete shift in path here, redirection, and it's exactly where you want to go. Current energy for Pisces. So wake up call, but in a positive way. Universe is like, stop sleepwalking, wake up, start creating. You're capable, it's possible, you're deserving. Current energy for Pisces here. There you are. You're afraid of change. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. The King of Cups kind of represents, more of the masculine energy that lives within you, but that doesn't mean that it's not still you, even if you identify more with feminine energy. It just, we all have feminine and masculine energies within us. And honestly, our masculine energy is about the energy that we put out, the energy that we pursue, the energy of pursuit. And so what I'm gathering from this is it's like you've been holding, I don't want to say holding yourself back, because I don't necessarily feel like you're definitely not doing it intentionally. But like I said, it's almost as if you've been writing off your dreams before you've even been able to give them a chance at all. And a big reason for that is fear of change. Well, what if I do this and I completely fail and I fall on my face, or I embarrass myself, or I lose everything, or whatever the case is. And it's like you're allowing those fears, which is natural and normal, but allowing those fears associated with the unknown to keep you from even playing the game, to keep you from even taking those steps. And I get it. I've absolutely been there, but it's almost as if this reading is about understanding that you have everything you need to create the life that you desire. You have the knowledge, you have the intellect. You might not, you might need to study, or you might need to, go back to school, or whatever the case is. And I feel like oftentimes when we think of doing the things we want to do, the first thing that we think about is, oh, that's so much work, that's so much time, that's so much money. You don't need to have it all figured out. You literally just need to take the first step. And I feel like that's why it's like you've been afraid of even taking the first step. Now, maybe you've tried and you've failed in the past, and so you're afraid to try again. That's something that could absolutely be the case. Or maybe you never have taken the steps because you never even imagined it to actually be possible. And this reading is the universe telling you, like, it's possible. It's more possible than you even think. It's like it's meant for you. Like, that's why you have support with higher power. Like, the universe is like, this is not just, like, it's not just that you have the tools. It's like, the universe wants this to happen for you. Current energy for Pisces here. Expecting disappointment. So here's the thing. I feel like maybe you've tried certain things in the past, or you've pursued certain things in the past. I feel like maybe you've experienced a lot of failure, a lot of disappointment, a lot of things not working out, which has you believing that's the way it's always going to be for you, which is maybe what keeps you from trying the big stuff, because you're like, oh, well, if that path didn't work out for me, if that relationship didn't work out for me, there's no way I can actually have what it is that I want and desire. Look at all of this proof, that I have in my past. The reason that those things didn't work out is the universe will not let you settle where you're not meant to settle. The universe will always move you in the direction of your highest good, in the direction of what's truly meant for you. And so when we look at how things haven't worked out as this proof that we can't get there, that we can't have it, that we can't be successful, what we're actually doing is we're taking the universe's guidance and we're actually looking at it from a completely opposite view, because the universe is trying to say, oh, no, that's not as good as it can get for you. That's not where you're supposed to settle. So we're gonna push you out of those situations and into the opportunity for something better, into the opportunity for something good. You're looking at it as, well, this is all proof that I'm not good enough, or this is all proof that I'm not capable, or that I'm not deserving, or whatever the case is. And it's almost as if you expect this disappointment before you even start, because of the things that you've been through. But it's different. This is different, because this is like, whatever this is like the dream that aligns with your heart. It's the dream that aligns with like your purpose here. Like, you are meant to experience whatever this is. This is a general reading, so I can't get too specific, but immediate future for Pisces, support with the higher power and the Wheel of Fortune here. Immediate future for Pisces, please. What can Pisces expect moving forward? So I feel like you're in this energy now of being disappointed. You're not where you want to be. You're not, things haven't worked out the way that you expected. And now you're wondering if things ever will. The universe is saying, abso-freaking-lutely. But you have to believe in that, because this is about taking a leap of faith. The Knight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. In order for the pieces to fall into place, this is about taking the leap of faith toward it. Now, the Three of Pentacles to me is also this energy of like, it could be teamwork, like support. And this right here, you have the support. It's like, if you are willing to put yourself out there, to take a risk, to pursue the path that's meant for you, you're going to have everything you need on that path. Financially, emotionally, like whatever it is you fear, you will have support through. But your belief in that support is going to determine the extent to which you experience it. Universe is saying, it's time. Take that leap. Take the lead and take that leap. Choose yourself and start trying to bring these dreams into reality, because that's exactly what the universe is asking you to do here. Immediate future for Pisces. What can Pisces expect moving forward? Ooh. It's another action-oriented. Oh, but then there's the Ten of Pentacles. It's like the action is scary. I mean, the scariest thing is getting started. The hardest thing is doing it. Like, I talk about this all the time with my fitness journey. The hardest part is just like doing it. Once you're doing it, you're fine. But getting yourself to do it, getting yourself to take the step to do the things that you know you need to do. And I feel like that can be said for anything that is pushing us out of our comfort zone. The hardest thing that we have to do is like do it and commit to it. The commitment to, the life that you want to live is the foundation for creating it. And that's scary. Of course that's scary, but look at where it leads. I mean, it leads you to what it is you've been looking for. You've been looking for this and all of these things that hadn't worked out. In your mind, you thought, I can never have this. When in reality, the universe is saying, no, you absolutely can. You just have to go for it in a way that's meant for you. It's this dream that we started the reading off, this, whatever this is, this dream that you have in your heart. It's like it's time to bring it into reality. But it's you. You are the only one who can do this. It's your action that will create it. What else does Pisces need to know moving forward? I mean, seeing the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands here. This is a very masculine energy reading. Now, that doesn't mean that it's only for people who identify with more masculine energies. What that means is that this is about your pursuit. It's about the energy you put out. It's about how you go after the things that you want and desire. Our feminine energy is about how we receive and yes, still very much the energy that we allow ourselves to extend, but it's less about, right now this reading isn't about receiving. It's not about knowing you're deserving and capable enough to receive. It's about knowing you're deserving and capable enough to try, to go after the things that you want and you desire. Knowing that you're very supported too. I mean, just seeing support with a higher power. When I pulled both those cards, I was like, whoa, that message is obviously so very clear. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is an energy of like, you fear loss, you fear lack. This is the opposite of that. Not fearing like you're lacking anything, not feeling like you've lost anything. Sometimes when things turn out different than we expected, because obviously things haven't worked out the way that you thought. When things turn out different than we expected, You know, we think, oh, well, since, am I going to feel disappointed that they didn't work out the way that I thought that I wanted them to, versus how they did. The universe is saying, this is exactly what you've been asking for. This is the manifestation of turning a dream into a reality, and you're not going to feel as if you are missing anything at all. But there's a need to make sure, it's like, because again, you're expecting the disappointment, you're expecting loss, you're expecting the not so good things, which is what is keeping you from pursuing. So this is about readjusting your expectations. There are so many ways in which things can go wrong, an unlimited number of ways in which things cannot work out. But the other side of that is that there are an unlimited amount of ways and reasons that things can work out. The same exact unlimited. There's unlimited ways things can go wrong, unlimited. And your reality is going to be a result of which one you focus on, which one you believe in. If you look for ways and reasons that you can't, that it's not possible, that you're not capable, that the universe isn't supporting you, you are going to find those reasons. You're going to find reasons to be unhappy. You're going to find reasons that your life isn't good enough. If you look for reasons, you will find them. So trying to shift your mindset to this perspective, which isn't an easy thing to do, trust me, but trying to switch to the perspective of, okay, but what if it all works out? What if I am capable? What if I am deserving? What if it is possible? What does that reality look like? Because the more that you shift your perspective toward that reality, you're going to be right. Whether you think you can or you cannot, you're going to be right. Whether you think it's possible or it's not, you're going to be right. You're, like, seriously, in the most literal way, your life is a reflection about what you believe about it, what you believe about yourself and the world around you. So if you want to create a better life, if you want things to improve your perspective, improve your mindset. It's not an easy thing to do, but we're going to hop on over to the extended. We focused on what you need to know. The extended is all about what can you do to ensure that you're moving forward in alignment with your higher self. Thank you so much, Pisces, as always, for your support of my channel. I do obviously hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today. And as always, Pisces, I wish you absolutely nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Pisces.